Welcome to Greece, the cradle of Western civilization and land of the gods. Picture a country where every stone tells a thousand-year-old story, where azure waters caress white sandy beaches, and where ancient traditions seamlessly blend with modern life. Today, we're embarking on an unforgettable journey to discover the 15 most extraordinary places in this fascinating country. Greece is far more than just another tourist destination. It's a journey through time, a complete immersion in a culture that has shaped our modern world. From the soaring peaks of Meteora to the crystal-clear waters of the Cyclades, from majestic ancient ruins to vibrant modern cities, each region offers a unique and unforgettable experience. In this video, we'll explore legendary archaeological sites that have marked history, paradise islands with breathtaking landscapes, vibrant cities where Greek culture thrives in all its glory, and hidden natural gems still unknown to most travelers. Get ready to discover a country where mythology comes to life, where hospitality isn't just a word, and where every sunset becomes an unforgettable spectacle. Before we begin this extraordinary journey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to never miss our future adventures. Now, let's embark on an unforgettable journey through Greece's most magnificent treasures. Let's start our journey with Greece's iconic capital and its crown jewel, the Acropolis. Perched on its limestone rock, this ancient citadel dominates modern Athens, creating a striking contrast between past and present. The Parthenon, dedicated to the goddess Athena, stands proudly against the sky, its perfectly proportioned Doric columns defying time. The ascent to the Acropolis is an experience in itself. Each step brings you closer to history until you reach the Propylaea, the monumental gateway to the site. Once at the summit, let yourself be transported 2,500 years back in time to when Pericles supervised the construction of these extraordinary monuments. The Temple of Athena Nike, the Erechtheion, with its famous caryatids, tell the story of a civilization that revolutionized architecture, philosophy, and politics. Don't miss the new Acropolis Museum, a masterpiece of contemporary architecture housing treasures discovered on the site. As evening falls, head to the Plaka district, where traditional tavernas welcome you in a warm atmosphere at the foot of the illuminated Acropolis. Welcome to Santorini, the most spectacular island in the Aegean Sea. Imagine yourself at the edge of the caldera, this breathtaking cliff born from a volcanic explosion over 3,600 years ago. The white villages of Oia and Fira seem suspended between sky and sea, their cave houses clinging to the volcanic rock. Fun fact for our American friends, you might recognize Santorini from The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants or Mamma Mia. But trust us, the real thing is even more spectacular. The sunsets here are legendary, especially from Oia. Each evening, the sun plunges into the sea, igniting the sky with pink, orange, and purple hues, creating a spectacle that will forever be etched in your memory. Don't miss the island's unique beaches, the Red Beach and Black Beach, testament to past volcanic activity. For wine enthusiasts, Santorini's vineyards, cultivated in a traditional crown-like method found nowhere else in the world, produce exceptional wines, including the famous Assyrtiko. A sunset wine tasting experience is absolutely bucket list worthy. Famous for its iconic windmills and golden sandy beaches, Mykonos embodies La Dolce Vita alla Grecque. The main town, Kora, is a maze of white alleyways where every corner reveals a new surprise, a picturesque chapel, a designer boutique, or a gourmet restaurant. The Little Venice district, with its Venetian houses whose balconies overlook the sea, offers a uniquely romantic setting. The old windmills, white sentinels dominating the horizon, bear witness to the island's agricultural past. At sunset, they become the perfect backdrop for unforgettable photos. The beaches of Mykonos are among the most beautiful in Greece. From Paradise Beach, famous for its festive atmosphere, to the quieter Agios Ioannis, each has its own personality. For an authentic experience, be sure to sample freshly caught seafood in a traditional harbor taverna. Nestled on the slopes of Mount Parnassus, the archaeological site of Delphi was considered by ancient Greeks to be the center of the world. The sanctuary of Apollo, where the Oracle of Delphi delivered her famous prophecies, still emanates a mystical aura today. The sacred way winds through the ruins, passing the treasury of the Athenians before reaching the Temple of Apollo. The ancient theater, perfectly preserved, offers spectacular views over the Valley of Olive Trees, stretching to the Gulf of Corinth. Higher still, the stadium where the Pythian Games were held testifies to the site's sporting importance. The Delphi Archaeological Museum houses priceless treasures, including the famous charioteer, an exquisite bronze statue of remarkable finesse. Plan a full day to explore the site and soak in its unique atmosphere, particularly magical at sunrise and sunset. Meteora offers one of Europe's most impressive natural spectacles. These gigantic sandstone pillars, sculpted by erosion, are crowned with medieval monasteries that seem to defy the laws of gravity. Of the original 24 monasteries, 6 are still active today and welcome visitors. The Great Meteoron, the most imposing monastery, houses a remarkable collection of icons and ancient manuscripts. The ascent to the monasteries, once done in baskets hoisted by ropes, is now achieved via steps carved into the rock. The best time to visit is early morning or late afternoon, when the light gilds the cliffs and the morning mist creates a mystical atmosphere. Hikers will appreciate the numerous trails that wind between the rock pillars, offering spectacular views of the monasteries and the Thessalian plain. The Old Town of Rhodes, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is one of Europe's best preserved medieval cities. Its imposing ramparts, built by the Knights of St. John, encircle a maze of cobblestone streets where every stone tells a story. The Street of the Knights, perfectly preserved, leads to the Palace of the Grand Masters, an imposing fortress rebuilt by the Italians in the early 20th century. The inns of the different tongues, nations of the order testify to the cultural diversity that reigned in the medieval city. Beyond the ramparts, modern Rhodes offers beautiful beaches, excellent restaurants, and vibrant nightlife. Don't miss an excursion to Lindos, with its ancient Acropolis perched on a rocky promontory overlooking 2 crystal-clear bays. Corfu stands apart from other Greek islands with its distinctive Venetian character and lush vegetation. The Old Town, with its narrow alleyways, vibrant squares, and Baroque churches, bears witness to centuries of Italian and British influences. The Liston, an elegant arcade inspired by Paris's Rue de Rivoli, is the favorite meeting place for locals. The Venetian fortress dominating the city offers spectacular views over the Ionian Sea and the Albanian mountains. Corfu's beaches rank among Greece's finest. Paleokastritsa Bay, with its emerald water coves, is particularly spectacular. In the hinterland, traditional villages like Kinopiastes invite you to discover authentic Corfiot culture. Birthplace of the ancient Olympic Games, Olympia is a major archaeological site nestled in a verdant valley of the Peloponnese. The ancient stadium, where athletes competed more than 2,000 years ago, remains the emotional heart of the site. Walking on the track where the first Olympic champions competed is a unique experience. The Temple of Zeus, which housed one of the seven wonders of the ancient world, the chryselephantine statue of Zeus, still impresses with its colossal dimensions. The palaestra and gymnasium testify to the importance placed on physical education in ancient Greece. The Archaeological Museum of Olympia houses masterpieces such as the Hermes of Praxiteles and the pediments of the Temple of Zeus. Don't miss the Olympic flame lighting ceremony, which perpetuates the ancient tradition before each edition of the modern games. Crete, Greece's largest island, is a world unto itself. The Palace of Knossos, center of Minoan civilization, is the island's most important archaeological site. Arthur Evans's colorful reconstructions help imagine the splendor of this palatial complex, with its vibrant frescoes and astounding architectural innovations. Beyond Knossos, Crete offers extraordinary landscape diversity, from the spectacular Samaria Gorge to the pink sand beaches of Elafonice to traditional mountain villages where time seems to stand still. Cretan cuisine, considered one of the healthiest in the world, is worth the trip alone. Savor a dakos in a village taverna, accompanied by local olive oil and wine from the Heraklion region. First capital of modern Greece, Nafplio charms with its neoclassical architecture and Venetian fortresses. The lower town, with its shaded squares and paved streets, invites leisurely strolls. Local craft shops and traditional cafes create a unique atmosphere. The Palamidi Fortress, overlooking the town, is accessible by a monumental staircase of 999 steps. The effort is rewarded with a panoramic view of the Argolic Gulf and surrounding mountains. Don't miss the sunset from the Bortzi Fortress, situated on an islet in the bay. The waterfront promenade, particularly lively in the evening, offers a glimpse of the Greek way of life. Unique in the world, Mount Athos is an autonomous monastic republic, accessible only to men with special permits. This peninsula houses 20 major Orthodox monasteries and numerous hermitages, perpetuating thousand-year-old traditions. The monasteries, veritable spiritual fortresses clinging to the mountainside, house priceless treasures, ancient icons, rare manuscripts, and sacred relics. Daily life still follows the rhythm of religious offices and the Julian calendar. Although access is restricted, it's possible to admire the monasteries from the sea during a cruise around the peninsula. The spectacle of medieval buildings reflecting in the Aegean waters is unforgettable. Zakynthos Island houses one of the world's most photographed beaches, Navajo, or Shipwreck Beach. This spectacular cove, accessible only by sea, is dominated by white limestone cliffs contrasting with the intense blue of the Ionian Sea. The rusted wreck of a smuggler's ship, stranded in the 1980s, adds a mysterious element to this postcard landscape. Boat excursions allow you to swim in these crystal-clear waters and photograph the site from all angles. The island offers other natural wonders, such as the blue caves of Cape Skinari and beaches where loggerhead turtles come to lay their eggs. In the evening, tavernas in Zakynthos port offer fresh seafood and local specialties. An archaeological site and museum island, Delos was the religious center of the Cyclades in antiquity. According to mythology, Apollo and Artemis were born here. Today, the perfectly preserved ruins tell the story of an island that was both religious sanctuary and flourishing commercial center. The Terrace of the Lions, with its famous marble statues, is one of Delos's most iconic sites. The Theater Quarter, with its aristocratic houses adorned with sumptuous mosaics, testifies to the island's wealth at its peak. The House of Dionysus, with its mosaic depicting the wine god riding a tiger, is particularly remarkable. A day trip to Delos from Mykonos is a fascinating dive into ancient history. The site, uninhabited for centuries, exudes a unique atmosphere, particularly at sunset when golden light bathes the ruins. Nestled in the Agrapha Mountains, Lake Plastira is a natural jewel still preserved from mass tourism. This artificial lake, created in the 1960s, has perfectly integrated into the mountainous landscape, creating a unique ecosystem where nature flourishes freely. Water activities abound on the lake: kayaking, pedal boats, or simple swimming in the crystal clear waters. Hiking trails bordering the lake offer spectacular views of the surrounding mountains. In autumn, the forests surrounding the lake don brilliant colors. Traditional villages overlooking the lake, such as Neokori or Pazula, offer authentic accommodations and delicious local cuisine. Don't miss tasting fresh lake trout and wild mushrooms gathered from nearby forests. Greece's second city, Thessaloniki, is a fascinating blend of Byzantine, Ottoman, and Jewish influences. The White Tower, the city's emblem, dominates the bustling waterfront where locals stroll at sunset. The historic Anopoli district, with its traditional houses and cobblestone streets, offers breathtaking views over the Thermaic Gulf. Byzantine churches, such as the Basilica of St. Demetrius and the Rotunda of St. George, testify to the city's rich Christian heritage. Thessaloniki's gastronomy is legendary, from morning bugatsa to the lively tavernas of Modiano Market, to the oriental pastries of traditional confectionaries. Student life brings young and creative energy to this historic city, particularly visible in the trendy Latodika district. Greece is a country that never ceases to amaze, even after multiple visits. Every region, every island, every city possesses its unique character, shaped by millennia of history and traditions. From majestic ancient sites to paradise beaches, from perched monasteries to traditional villages, the diversity of experiences this country offers is extraordinary. This journey through Greece's 15 must-visit destinations is just a glimpse of the treasures this fascinating country holds. Each destination tells a different story, but they all share that authenticity and legendary hospitality that characterize Greece. Whether you're passionate about history, a lover of idyllic beaches, a gourmet seeking authentic flavors, or simply a curious traveler, Greece will seduce and surprise you. It's a country where time sometimes seems to stand still, where thousand-year-old traditions harmoniously coexist with modernity, and where every sunset becomes a magical moment. Don't forget to share your own Greek experiences in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to never miss our future adventures. See you soon for more discoveries.